I want to talk to you about Jumpseller, and this is a review of the tool. And so, what are the features you need to pay attention to? What are the pros? What are the cons? What is the cost? Let's talk about that. So, here's the overview. When you think about Jumpseller, what should you be thinking about? First of all, Jumpseller is actually based in Portugal. I mean, this is a Portugal-based company that's actually behind Jumpseller. So the company is called Whitetail. But hey, listen, the company has been kicking ass for the last 15 years. It's crazy. I mean, they are global. By the way, they have offices in the States. They have offices in Europe, offices in Africa, in Asia. So that's really great, okay? And they also have offices in Latin America. They have tens of thousands of e-commerce merchants that actually rely on Jumpseller to actually empower their stores. So this is a global player, okay? And so that's kind of cool. And if you're thinking about functionality, if you're thinking about scalability, you will love what Jumpseller is actually bringing to the table. With Squarespace and Shopify dominating the market for SMEs through Europe and North America, and enterprise-level giants like Magento and Salesforce offering a remarkable feature set. Basically, when you think about Jumpseller, I want you to think about a niche product. Okay, so Jumpseller is present in the States, they're present in Canada, they're present in Europe, but they actually focus on a niche market. Okay, you got to really think about a specific set of tools, specific set of functionalities that you want to focus on to find Jumpseller attractive this year. So we love Jumpseller for a few reasons. For the value, I will speak about pricing later on. For functionality, so the UX and UI are great. You have features. Features are pretty decent. Nothing as convoluted as a Wix or Shopify, but it's still decent. Customization is there, very powerful. And you also have the support. Support is really fantastic. So overall, when you think about Jumpseller, think about a beginner-friendly design platform. You have international viability. Okay, this is Whitetail is a Portugal-based company with a global operations. You have a surprising level of depth and breadth within Jumpseller, so that's kind of cool. We love that a lot. And you have, but some of the things that we don't like are that you have limited design options, you have minimal themes, and you have basic support. So be aware of that. So what are the attributes here? When you think about Jumpseller, what kind of attributes can you actually expect from this platform? Well, you can first use the tool to build your brand. Okay, so this is where creativity meets total design freedom. So the cool thing with Jumpseller is that with this tool, you not only can pick a theme and customize it to suit your brand's voice, but the cool thing is you can also work with pros to code it to detail. So if for any reason you don't like the level of customization that you get through the template, you could actually treat Jumpseller as an open source activity. You can hire developers to help you. So you have a free and paid themes. You have a visual editor. You have a code editor. You have personalized domain. You also have multiple languages. So that's kind of cool. So this is really good. You can build your brand. You can sell where your clients buy. That's kind of cool in terms of functionality, in terms of localization. We love that a lot. And this is something that a lot of big players are offering at very, very expensive pricing tiers. And Jumpseller allows you to have this sort of localization at a very affordable pricing tiers. Again, I will speak about pricing later on. So when I speak about selling where your clients buy, you can broaden your online presence and make sure your products are where people can find them, right? Localization, geography, chronology, demographics. So once your catalog is set up in Jumpseller, you can easily sell with your online store and across social networks and marketplaces. So social networks, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Pinterest, marketplaces, Google Commerce. You have Amazon, you have Etsy, you have eBay, and what have you. The third actually attribute that you have within Jumpseller is actually you are able to simplify your order fulfillment. Let me break it down for you. So with Jumpseller, what happens here is that you can get your products delivered to the customer in the fastest, cheapest, and safest way possible. And what we love about this module here is that you have discounted rates, you have an automated process, you have delivery tracking, And you are able to automatically create labels too within Jumpseller. You also have price estimation, so that's really fantastic. Let's talk about the benefits here. When we think about Jumpseller, what kind of benefits can you actually expect? Well, the first thing you will notice when using Jumpseller is how straightforward everything is set up. Okay, nothing really complicated. I spoke a little earlier about UX being fantastic. The user experience is really fantastic within Jumpseller. And so now I'm not saying that every feature is maximally intuitive, but they actually are doing a great job and improving things every single day. So what happens here is that you have a clear onboarding guide to actually walk you through the setup process. And this onboarding guide gives you a logical steps with a completion percentage, suggests further actions, and points you to a further text and video resources to help you make progress. So that's really what makes the UX be really fantastic here, okay? And while you can completely skip the onboarding section and head directly to the dashboard, it's actually better to follow the process because you have a lot of hacks that they are sharing with you. The Jumpseller team is sharing with you during the onboarding process. You'll have actually a much easier time getting to grips with the features if you take the provided advice, okay? Jumpseller actually uses a block-based design system, and like almost every e-commerce CMS has a unique array of settings. CMS, content management settings, content management system, okay? So that's kind of cool. So when you think about the Jumpseller, think about a tool that appeals to small businesses. Okay, it's not really the most powerful platform on the market, that's for sure, right? But it is robust. It has a formidable range of options and packages everything very neatly for people lacking technical skills or access to developers. That's kind of important to think about. You have support for multiple languages, so that's kind of cool. You have integrations with payment gateways, shipping companies, so that's kind of cool. Shipping companies, FedEx, UPS, DHL, and you also have fulfillment solutions worldwide. You have an intuitive, easy to use management dashboard and site builder, so that's kind of cool also. From a scalability point of view, you will love that. And we love the fact that you have international viability. I want to assist on that. So Jumpseller achieved success in Portugal and Latin America before being pushed in the rest of Europe and the world. And that's really reflected in its design, by the way. So that's kind of cool. Let's talk about the drawbacks here. When you think about Jumpseller e-commerce solution, what kind of drawbacks do we have or have we seen this year actually? First, the support is kind of basic. I mean, that's something that they need to work on. So Jumpseller, if you are listening to this show, you want to improve your support big time. So if you want some official assistance, you have three options. Reach out via social media, with Twitter, now called X, being responsive during business hours. You can submit actually an inquiry via a form on the website, or you can email support@jumpseller.com. So there is no phone, okay? Notably, there is no live chat system or telephone line. So while support comments are generally positive, it's true that other platforms provide more options. So this is if for you a phone conversation is big, then you want to think twice before going with Jumpseller. You do have minimal themes in our view. I mean, the list of provided themes is solid. Don't get me wrong, okay? Basically, you have, including the default simple theme, you'll find 21 to 25 in the themes gallery, and there is a good amount of variety. We love that, but there is still a but. I mean, don't get me wrong again. This holds up well in comparison to big platforms, but it's tricky to find third-party Jumpseller themes. So the addition of a design service called Jump Design that can port over themes designed for other platforms is convenient, but a more active design community will be a huge positive. You also have limited design options. So what happens here is that the panel-based approach to page design works well, but it places certain limitations on what you can really achieve when you think about it. I mean, anyone who wants to get more nuanced can delve into the code, of course, but other platforms make more complex options accessible through their native designers. So that's kind of something to think about. So if you close your eyes and think about the drawbacks, that's really what it is. You have the limited number of templates and apps, okay, and you also have, for instance, an absence of more advanced features like gift cards and related products, and that's important. So unless you want to use this tool if you want to cater to a global marketplace or multiple countries without the hassle of running an enterprise level solution. So that's something to really think about. I want to talk to you about pricing here. So depending on your location, you may have access to 4 or 5 Jumpseller tiers. This is because actually the basic plan is not listed on the US version of the site, requiring actually the prospective user to start by considering the plus plan. And sometimes they also have the basic plan. Okay, so regardless, the information in the table on the screen right now is actually accurate as of the date of this show. So you have the basic plan, the plus plan, the pro plan, and the premium plan. You can see that Jumpseller is relatively cheaper, way cheaper than say Shopify, than BigCommerce, than WooCommerce. Okay, I mean the basic, the plus, the pro, the premium, really cheap. So that's the first screenshot. So I want to show you also the second screenshot here. Second screenshot is showing you actually the same pricing, but if you pay for 2 years. So the first one was if you pay for 1 year. So if you go with a monthly subscription, prices are different. So what I showed you a little earlier is actually the yearly subscription. So you save actually 10%. What I'm showing you right now on the screen is the biennial actually subscription model. So whereas you save 20%. I want to show you one more, the triennial process. This is where you actually save 30%. So that's kind of cool. So you can see a delta in the pricing here. So that's really important. Now, by the way, if you want more time to actually analyze the prices, you can pause this video and actually you can pause this section of the video and actually analyze things. But long story short, you have to really see what works for you, because it's one of those things where if you go with a triennial actually model, for instance, you get charged once every 3 years. But that's kind of cool. I mean, we think that this is a great addition to the typical e-commerce CMS plan lineup. So if you are confident that you want to use Jumpseller for 2 years or 3 years at least, you can double or even triple your yearly discount. There is no free plan though. You can actually take the typical route of seeing how you fare with a free trial before you actually make a commitment. So that's kind of cool. Now, you want to pay particular attention to the lack of product, bandwidth, or storage restrictions, or even the basic tier. This goes far beyond what you get from most platforms geared towards beginners, with tight limitations being the norm. So that's kind of cool. So that's really an important element to think about. Let's talk about the extras here. So when you analyze Jumpseller, is it easy to use? For sure. Jumpseller is very easy to use. So as a user, you can manage your store through a straightforward central dashboard with access to product listings, shipping fulfillment options, and site design. So that's kind of cool. And you can also add new languages to your store with only a few clicks, setting translation strings rather for product pages, and modifying fulfillment options for specific countries. So this really shows you how great Jumpseller is when it comes to the international aspect of things. So that's kind of cool. And one thing I want to say also is that a lot of customers love the fact that Jumpseller is a great option to create a web business quickly. Okay, so if you don't have a big budget to create a more personalized website, go with Jumpseller. Okay, and we also love the fact that you have a good integration with financial services like payment method and shipping services. So again, Jumpseller is really great for beginners. Okay, what about the themes? Really, I mean, the themes are decent. The themes are not really like fantastic or extraordinary, but it is actually those themes are decent, and so the template set is somewhat limited in terms of functionality. So for retailers, they want to exercise a high degree of design freedom. This would not be a problem. But for users without coding experience that are eager to make extensive modifications to the base themes, the lack of features will likely be an issue. Okay, I mean, the silver lining, however, is that Jumpseller makes it very easy for users to make changes to theme files via a simple editor, Jump Design. So Jump Design is actually a service that connects users with developers to make these types of custom changes. So that's kind of cool. Finally, Jumpseller could do more in the templates department. As I said a little earlier, only around 20 to 25 templates are actually offered, far less than the likes of Shopify, Wix, or even BigCommerce. Okay, something to really think about, especially if you're considering Jumpseller from a scalability point of view. So here is our verdict. Basically, Jumpseller, is it legit? Definitely yes. Is Jumpseller worth it? Definitely yes. Is Jumpseller safe? Definitely yes. Is Jumpseller actually the right tool for you? It really depends. Because think about it, Jumpseller offers a unique value proposition, right? It is a beginner-friendly e-commerce platform and site builder designed for global trade. So if you're listening to me right now, somewhere in Honolulu, Hawaii, or LA or Chicago, and you want to really go after a global audience, Jumpseller could be a great solution for you. Most solutions aimed at small businesses without an in-house development team cater to one market in one language. Retailers, they want to make their store available in multiple languages and offer country-specific payment gateways and shipping options, usually have to opt for a larger solution that requires coding skills to manage, right? Not so with Jumpseller. So the cool thing is, from the get-go, it's actually possible to offer products in multiple languages and integrate the whole thing with an array of global payment options and shipping fulfillment providers. So that's kind of cool. And what's more, Jumpseller provides excellent customer support, an easy-to-use site builder, and unlimited products down the line. So that's kind of cool. So do we recommend Jumpseller? Yes. We definitely recommend Jumpseller. I mean, Jumpseller offers a solid selection of core features in tandem with one clear selling point: support for multiple languages, payment gateways, and fulfillment options. So we think it is the ideal solution for smaller retailers without a big development budget that want to, let's say, cater to a global audience. And other e-commerce platforms simply do not offer the same level of functionality in a way that's accessible to people with limited coding experience. Okay, so with Jumpseller, you have access to a speedy support, you have multi-channel sales options, and you also have an intuitive, easy-to-use site editor. You can create an unlimited amount of product listings, so that's really great from a scalability point of view. We love that a lot. Also, make sure that you take advantage of the free trial. There's no free plan, but you have a free trial that you can really test out to see if you like a Jumpseller or not. So here's a quote here. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about Jumpseller, and I'll give you the overview, the attributes, the benefits, the drawbacks, the pricing, the extras, and now the verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.